good. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another Wednesday, another book, another wind down with your host, co-host Sarah. I am the adult curator here at Eyeseeme. I pick the wonderful books that are around you today, as well as children books that the store sells. There's also an adult collection, which is awesome.
I love it.
I love that. Yeah,
I love it. This place is so addicting. Like you come and get lost in the sauce. Like, not only do they have an amazing adult collection, but I absolutely am in love with the kids collection as well, right?
I love just going over there and just like reading the little, like you read them in like 5 seconds, right? But the big pictures and everything, it's so like entertaining even at my age.
And like when I come with Aiden and Cody, like they literally fall in love. Like they have about they go grocery shopping. This is their grocery store. So my name is it's the best.
Yes.
My name is Meagan O. I am a media personality here in St. Louis and actually virtually, right? Mm-hmm. And also one of the most amazing moms that I know, who her son has actually inspired my children as well when it comes to entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about Saturday as well as the book today.
Definitely.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
The importance of having like the mindset of an entrepreneur, what that entails.
Yeah.
So Arriel Briggs, oh my gosh, the most amazing mom ever. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday.
Thank you. But thank you. I'm glad to be here. I get to hang out with you too, so I'm glad.
I know.
Definitely so excited. I feel like it's so fitting to have you here when we're reading today's book about Black wealth in the community, because that goes so coincide with financial literacy. Yes. And that's awesome. I just love that, that connection there.
No, absolutely, because it's like we hear all these books that have the mindset that is, and it's no shade in the fade, okay? No shade on what I'm about to say. I know, right? But at the same time, it's like a lot of books when it comes around financial literacy are not books that are written by people that look like us.
Yes.
So, and I appreciate them sharing the knowledge and dropping the gems with us, but they don't come from what we come from, right? So what I love about the wealth choice with Dennis Kimbrough is how to make those sacrifices to get where they parallel with your goals and aspirations. That's why Ariel, talking about YBK Day, I'm going to let her share all the details about it. We felt that you were the best person to be a guest today, right?
Yeah.
With the wealth choice.
Definitely.
Like, we're going to talk about the wealth choice, but have you heard about YBK Day with Ariel?
No.
Oh, I know. Where should she tell them?
My ears are ringing. I'm so excited to hear about that. Oh my
Ariel, share with us your background and also what inspires you and Mikey for Saturday with YBK Day.
Okay, so my background, I am a mom, and I'm a mom of a young entrepreneur, actually 2 young entrepreneurs, and I've been working with my son for the last 5 years, and we've developed this parent manager program where we teach other parents how to work with their kids and young entrepreneurs to not take over the business but actually guide them through business. So during quarantine we kind of shut things down, and we came back. We was like, you know what, if we're going to bring something back to the community, we need to bring something back differently. And during that process of being quarantined, we got connected to a lot of parents that were all around the United States because we were online now. Right. So we decided to celebrate all young entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, established entrepreneurs, and seasoned entrepreneurs. We just want to celebrate. So we decided to launch 7 states, 12 cities, and all at the same time, and have the largest marketplace within the United States.
Wow! Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
And we're blessed here in St. Louis to be able to celebrate this amazingness on Saturday. Okay, let's talk about Saturday, Ariel. Let's talk about Saturday.
So Saturday, because we are established out of St. Louis, Young Biz Kids was founded in St. Louis. We get to have the pre-party, so we will have a ribbon cutting ceremony to just let everybody know the day is officially established as a national day. St. Louis City, St. Louis County, and the state of Missouri are all giving us proclamations, and then each state that we're launching in is giving proclamations, and then the 12 cities have proclamations also.
I know that their house, you already know at home, they're just you probably have moments where you just have to sit down and take a deep breath and be like, God, thank you.
that this even with this event, it's so much bigger than me. It's just like I see all the different posts and I see myself being tagged in it, but it just doesn't seem like it's me. And I was told because I'm in it and I do the work, so I wasn't looking for accolades and nothing. I looked to see the need, what was needed in the community, and then how do I take what I know and what I'm good at, and how can I share it with others? So that's what it was.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You're gonna be touching so many people's like lives with this type of program going on. That's awesome. Could you tell us about the events that are happening on Saturday?
Yes, so they are all marketplaces. I'm glad you said program because this is a program. So the kids had to come to class with me. They worked with me for an hour, and then they were able to come to the marketplace to apply what it was that they learned. So they did a 5-step business plan, and then they'll use what they learned at the marketplace.
Wow, so kids are involved in this as well as adults as well.
So no adults. The adults are just coming to network.
I see.
All the kids will be selling. So it's I think it's
catered
200
for the whole family.
It's just but I think it's 260 kids registered.
Wow, jeez, it's reaching people so young and start that such a foundation of having such a strong like ethic and financial literacy. That's amazing.
Yes, and they all have to have a financial plan. So that's what we talk about when we talk about the business plan. Part of that business plan is having that financial plan. And so we're teaching real life skills. I use a analogy with one of the parents. When you go to the store, let your child make the grocery list. Let them pick up all the items that need to be picked up, and then allow them to pay for it. When you're in business, they have to do that same thing. They have to make a list of what their business needs are. They have to go pick them up. They have to pay for it. So those skills are interchangeable. So you just start allowing the kid to see that these skills that I'm learning now through entrepreneurship is going to carry out through my life.
That skill is so important. Oh my gosh, budgeting, living not even just on your means but below your means, so you have that access to like save and everything. I know in America, and I know Dennis highlighted this in his book about the importance of living below your means and knowing how much you have in your bank account. Because in America, we live on a credit system. Where you're able to do that, but in doing that, you're getting in debt. And then if you don't even know what that means, then that could follow you for the rest of your life. So I love that they're getting such a foundation of learning about this. Because I know people my age that have no idea what they're doing to their credit at all.
Real talk.
And that's so important. That's awesome. Wow.
I know. And then it's like, my kids, Aiden and Cody, you know, they're 7 and 9. Like, when they found out about this event, because shout out to co-parenting, right? So this is their dad's weekend. I was like, yo. Aiden and Cody have been wanting to be in a room filled, because they've been following Mikey for years, right? They bought his book a long time ago. But when they knew, it's like, that was the one book that Mikey wrote that definitely it kept them intrigued about how they can start a business as a little kid. How can they, get the money? What kind of products will they sell? It really inspired them, and to know that they're going to be in a room with other kids that are like-minded, not just one or two, a whole room and an event that's dedicated for them, and wanting to be in that, in that setting is just energy. So inspiring.
That's amazing. I know if all the kids have the energy that Mikey does, it is such a like you want to join in on that energy he has for that work that he does, and at such a young age. How old is he again?
He's 14.
14 now. And already has a business. He's had it since
he was 8 years old.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
So wow, you're getting inspiration from people your own age, younger than you.
Yes.
Like learning.
That's why Saturday is going to be so cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool just on... Because sometimes we get caught up in the making the money, but also they're going to learn so many other skills, and the parents are going to learn so many skills about their kids that we don't look at. We're going to find out a lot of intangibles that the kids will learn through entrepreneurship.
Definitely.
So I'm excited about that, to see the parent come back and say, I didn't know they can speak that well, or I didn't know they handshakes are like that, or I didn't know, like they just find out so much about their children.
That makes sense, because parents, they have such a casual relationship, so now seeing them in professional setting.
Seriously.
I keep saying this, so young. I think that is so important that it's happening. That they're like getting used to learning about what it's like in the corporate world. Because as the Black community, we already have a lot going against us.
We really do.
So to get those those things about like handshaking and how to talk so early, it's amazing.
And then staying authentically yourself, because I tell them they come how you are. You know, if your branding is t-shirts and jeans, wear t-shirt and jeans. Please do not put on a suit coat if you're not wearing a suit coat. So if you see Mikey,
and they be looking so cute, don't they, y'all?
So I thought the same, but we saw Mikey perform better and speak better when he had on his t-shirt and his jeans and his tennis shoes. Yeah. So it was just like, he was like, but so Mikey had the conversation with us. Does that mean I know less because I'm not dressed this way?
Wow.
And I was like, no, but this is what's standard. But you tell me that to think outside the box. I don't have to fit in this box. I'm like, so I really had to start thinking about the words that I'm saying to him. Am I being contradicted when I tell you you are your own person, you're unique, and then I tell you, but you have to go in this room looking like this?
Facts.
Right.
So he was just like, so if you watch him, he wears t-shirts and jeans all the time. Now he might throw on a suit coat over his t-shirt.
I have seen Mikey when he looks so handsome. Oh, I love it.
When it's time to take it off, he's taking it off. So I encourage other parents too. It's a time and place for everything.
Right.
Black tie event, we're suited and booted.
Yeah.
But if it's not a black tie event and it's really them and introducing themselves and first impressions to people means a lot.
Yeah.
Let them show up how they show up as their authentic self, because they're going to be more confident, especially when you got to speak. You're more confident when you feel comfortable.
That is true.
Definitely something I definitely see in my own life. Like just being able to like comfortable in your skin, not even what you're wearing, but your skin and the space you're in. Because we're about to walk into so many uncomfortable spaces. So be able to be like own who you are and be confident, and that makes all the difference of how you like approach people.
It does. And that kind of circles back around to making that wealth choice. You know, as with Dennis Kimbrough, he's the author of the book that we're discussing today, because he has sat down with a lot of well-known people in the industry, in their industry, such as T.D. Jakes, as well as Spike Lee, even Tyrese, and talking to them about how you have to make that wealth choice. You have to sit down and be honest with yourself. Like, I have to learn, because growth is disruptive. And these kids, they know that. What is the best time to be able to shape a community is through who? Children.
That's the next generation. They're going to be our next tomorrow's leaders. It's so, it's great.
When I tell you they're about to party on Saturday, like, okay,
I'm going to be the ringleader. And I'm going to be the ringleader.
Yes,
so I'm letting y'all know.
I love it.
I am the ringleader of the party. I was like, I'm going to be good. The kids going to sell. They're going to do what they're supposed to do. But just give me an hour of party time. Just let me party.
Because there's still YBK Day. Exactly.
Show us what YBK Day looks like. What time? What it's going to be like when they when they walk through the door.
Right. Okay, so still working out logistics, but basically, when you come in, the kids will arrive at 9:30 so that they can set up at 10 o'clock. They'll go into a party. We got snacks all over the place.
Turn up at 10 a.m.
Parents gonna be so upset with me because it's sugar everywhere, juice, water, just cake. I have 90 cupcakes, y'all.
Wow.
And a cake, 2-tier cake. So, because it's really a celebration, but so that's a room just filled for them of just snacks and goodies for them. But then we also have the Halo 360 coming, so the kids will be on there. I got the money guns. We're flying.
Make it rain.
Yeah, we're gonna truly make it rain. And then also they're gonna be a part of that proclamation. So I'm gonna have the kids standing on the side of me, because I understand that I couldn't do what I do without them being willing to allow it. So even when I'm doing the ribbon cutting, I wanted the kids standing alongside me, because I'm doing it really for them.
Yeah, definitely.
And I want to make sure they understand they are the next leader. So what I pour into them, I'm expecting them to go pour into somebody else.
Definitely. Yeah. So for anyone that's not available or is hearing this and they want to be a part of something like this, how can they be a part of? What happens after that day?
Good question.
That is a very good question.
A very good
the
question.
5 steps. I was wondering,
So what happens after the day, they can make a decision if they want to move forward with Young Biz Kids, and they can join as a member, and it's a yearly membership, or they can make a decision to say, you know what, I'm just going to plug in once a year and get my entrepreneurial skills up, and then that's okay too.
Right.
So, because business is a commitment.
It is.
And it's a lot of work and it's a lot of time and it's not for everybody.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. And to kind of elaborate a little bit more, she says something so amazing. She's so humble. Like, she drops down with all these gems and she knows, but it's like, okay, so when you have mentioned the membership, right? Now, of course, with the times that we're in, it's the option for them to be able to tune into you virtually, right?
Oh, yes.
See?
Oh, definitely.
Why she's so dope?
Definitely. Virtual, and we're going to celebrate virtually too. So I have a team that's out of Atlanta. They're hosting our virtual portion. Kids are going on, they're playing games, it's giveaways, it's just a whole bunch of stuff going on virtually because we didn't want to leave anybody out.
Yeah, so if you're not here in St. Louis, you're not part of the people that have already signed up for, you still get to be included in that.
Yes. Yes. So not only St. Louis, so we have a marketplace live in person, kids in person in Missouri, Illinois, Texas, Las Vegas, Nevada, Tennessee,
Of little young
Atlanta,
leaders.
and Florida. So it is live events happening there. It's just that we have the pre-party because I'm here.
Hello.
Yes.
So we
STL
get
Show Me State.
Right.
Sorry.
So we have the pre-party, so we're going to
Definitely on brand.
celebrate,
Definitely on
and
brand.
then we're going to open up the other marketplaces. So it's people all around the world that are driving to get to one of those marketplaces to be involved. So I'm excited.
Wow.
And I know you are.
Yeah, and everybody keeps saying, "Oh, you're so humble." I think it hasn't hit me yet what's going on. I saw a post on Facebook today that said Arriel Briggs leading the country in youth entrepreneurship,
Woo.
and I was like, what?
Yes.
What?
Leader.
What? Yeah.
Wow, leader.
Listen, literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
The
So
mom
I'm
boss,
still
for
just
real.
like,
But when it's a passion and when it's a purpose that has been given to you, you just do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your whole life has been filled with following faith.
Yes.
Your faith.
Yes,
So I think it
definitely.
has a lot to do with that. You're just doing what feels right in your heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I get to develop other moms. So what I found out was it's other moms like me that want to make money and do good in the community at the same time. So I trained them to do what I do here. So that's how the establishment of these other chapters per se of Young Biz Kids are happening. So we put a plan together. After this event happens, we're going to shoot for 25 states and then we're going to shoot for all 50 states. I was told we're going to go internationally next year, but I'm going to just let them handle that because it's good to have a team and people who know what they're doing.
Wow.
But they said, Ariel, the vision is for all kids to have access to entrepreneurial learning and also financial literacy. So since that's the mission, we can't just say U.S., we have to go international.
Wow.
So when we talk about building generational wealth, the other thing that we have to remember is also a mindset. So that education that we leave behind to them is the real way that we build generational wealth. Because most people say, I want to start a business, I'm going to put my kid in business. Well, putting them in business can be debt to them. So that's not building wealth. It's the mindset and teaching them how to do so that they can make a decision on how they want to start building wealth for their
Definitely.
family.
Yeah,
mindset.
and I think what's really cool about Saturday YBK Day is the fact, let's say that you that's watching, right? Let's say that your child may not have ever had that conversation about entrepreneurship. I always say the word wrong, right? But you know what I'm talking about, okay? You know what I mean. But I feel like this can be a way to begin that dialogue with your child to start making wise, healthy, wealth-like choices by Saturday's event. Yeah. Ariel, how can people connect with you? How can they reach out to you? I know. How can they, for somebody who's viewing and is like, you know what, I need you in my life.
So you can go to workwithariel.com and it'll just take you through a process and then it'll have questions that you can answer, but workwithariel.com.
Yep.
That's how you can find me. And if you want to know more about YBK Day, just go to ybkday.org and you can find more information there. I'm telling you, every city is already sold out, so everything is sold out. But you can find out more information.
Wow. I love what you were talking about before about gathering different moms from different places, getting that collective support system, because as we know, it takes a village, and getting people, on that knowledge level so that we could start making change as far as making sure we are financial literate in our communities.
Yes.
I definitely think everything takes a collective.
Even
like Black businesses in these days, it does take support and intentionality and making sure you spend your money someplace. That's why I love about Eyeseeme, a Black-owned business, that we do. I feel like we definitely do have that community support.
Yes.
And we try and reach out in so many different ways.
Yes.
Like for example, on Wednesdays we have Nourish Free Food Drive. It's a community organization that we partner with to make sure that that community is getting that connection that they need, not just books, but food is like a very necessary resource, especially in these days where like tomorrow is so, it's so like you never know what's gonna happen.
Even at the end of the day before we lay our heads down.
Right, definitely make sure you have that, necessary things in your pantry and things like that. So I'm definitely, that's not only one of the things we offer. We also definitely have children's books, adult books. We have a website, Eyeseeme.com. Definitely support. We're here, come at 6951 Olive Boulevard in University City. Support, even come and hear more about YBK, so that, we get you connected there and get those avenues plugged in so that we can continue like supporting each other.
Yes,
I think it's so important.
Definitely. I'm excited.
I know.
I'm excited.
I am too. And you can get all the details on Facebook. When you click one page, it's like you go down the whole tunnel. It's so you already know. You like, dang, I've been on my phone 45 minutes looking at her whole family pictures. So it's definitely easy to connect with Ariel. Also, if you need to do curbside pickup, because our next book for next show is Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Boy. We're both boy moms by Emmanuel Aiko. I'm very excited.
Definitely
for
make
this.
sure to pick up your copy. We should anywhere in the world, so definitely pick up your copy, read with us. I'm so excited to get that conversation started.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So we have to toast. Look, it'll be me and you. We're gonna toast with you because I know you're getting ready for Saturday.
Yes.
She's getting ready for Saturday.
It's
So
all about that prep work.
I'm thinking about because she invited the boys to. We were going in general. That's what I was talking about with co-parenting, because I'm so glad that their dad was respectful of the fact of I'm stealing one of his days, because I wanted the boys to be in the room, and so we're just toasting to great parenting, to being selfless and allowing our children to look limitless when it comes to just life and making that wealth choice.
Definitely know I've experienced that with my parents. Great parenting makes all the difference.
It does.
The support that we have.
Whoa, yes! And let's cheers to everybody at home.
Cheers.
YBK Day.
Right.
I love it. Thank you for hanging out with us on today's episode of Down Wednesday with Eyeseeme Bookstore. I'm Meagan O.
I'm Sarah. Making sure you're winding down every other Wednesday with us at 6:30 on our Facebook Live.
That's right.
Can't wait to see you guys next week.
And then for Saturday, go ahead and close us out, Ariel.
YBK Day. You can go on Facebook, get all the details. Whatever state you're in, find one that's closest to you. But if you're in St. Louis, this is a party and celebration you don't want to miss. We're putting St. Louis on the map with youth entrepreneurship.
Love it.
Yes. With that being said, cheers to a good night.
I'm so ready for the next.
I know.
Bye, guys.